What's going on, everybody? It's your fellow boy here, Joe Shappett at the Harbor School in Baltimore. I'm joined by,
Joey Jardina.
and we're going to give you this week our Week 8 NFL predictions for the 2024 NFL season, starting with the Thursday night game between the Vikings and the Rams. So Cooper Kupp looks like he's hopeful to return. We'll see about Puka. I personally think he's another week or so away, but we'll see what happens. Something to monitor. The return to for Cooper Kupp, it looks like, will be a boost for the Rams offense. However, I still think the Vikings, and it'll be noticeable, but the Vikings I still feel like have more to work with right now with Justin Jefferson and company. Sam Darnold, despite the loss, still been playing at a MVP level, shockingly enough, and I think the Vikings also have a better defense. And I think the Vikings take this one 30-24.
I'm going Vikings too. A lot of firepower for that team.
All right, and next up we got the Packers playing the Jaguars, and I had it down for the Packers right now, but I'm actually changing it to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I like the way they've been playing as of late. Jordan Love, the couple weeks, it seems like he's been a little up and down, kind of riding that roller coaster a little bit with him and his young receivers. The Jaguars, on the other hand, have some talent to work with, and they know they're on the hot seat too a little bit. Not as much as they were going into last week, but I still think the Jaguars get this win, and I think they do so 27-20.
I'm going to go with the Packers. I think the Packers find a way to win.
All right, and next up we got the Cardinals playing the Dolphins, so I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals in this one. It seems like Tua Tagovailoa is going to make his long-anticipated return. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with that, or if I may or may not want him to retire, but he's coming back. I think we should temper expectations, and as a result, I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one 25-17.
Give me the Cardinals. I think they win.
All right, and next up, we got the Jets playing the Patriots. So, Jets with Devontae Adams. That trade didn't seem like it made a huge impact last week, but I think the more they build the chemistry, and I think if Aaron Rodgers can create at least some kind of time to get the ball out to his old friend and teammate, I think the Jets can make something happen. But I don't want to underestimate the way Drake May has been playing despite the Patriots record-wise. So I'll take the Jets, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way. But give me Jets 21-14.
I'm going to go Jets. Jets get a big victory here and try to find their way into a playoff.
All right, so we get the Ravens and the Browns now. The Browns are... I'm not sure what was going on with the fans cheering for Deshaun Watson injury. I mean, I get they're not a big fan of him, but we all know around here you don't root for injuries. That's not right. But either way, the Browns are still a dumpster fire. That's what I can say. And I think the Ravens win as a result of how good they've been playing and how bad the Browns have looked. So Ravens win 34-15.
The Ravens are winning as well. There's no way they're losing.
All right. Next up, we got the Eagles-Bengals. So the Eagles have looked mostly good this year, but I think the Bengals we see Joe Burrow, like, he can get off to a slow start, but then pick up the momentum, and I think that's what we're starting to see, and I think he keeps it rolling in this game 29-22.
Yeah, I see the Bengals getting a big victory here, and I think they try and make stuff happen with their team, so I'm going to go Cincinnati.
All right, and next up we got the Houston Texans playing the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's really tough to ignore how bad C.J. Stroud looked last game. He literally had under 100 passing yards, and that yardage came within a couple plays. But I think I'm hoping, I'm banking on the talent and what I've seen in the past, trying to put last week's game aside. I think he'll find a way to turn things around in this game and get the win at home 29-14.
I'm going to go Texans. I think the Texans get a big victory here.
All right, and next, sometimes people just have an off game. It's about how you respond, and I think that's what it'll do. So Tennessee Titans playing the Detroit Lions. This one's a no-brainer for me. I think the Lions should get this win. You'd think keeping it rolling, and I think they get the win in this one 34-17.
I'm going to go Falcons.
Yeah. Also, let me know, are the Lions going to be the one to trade for Max Crosby? I know there's been
Wait, is
rumors
it a
about
lion?
that.
Wait, did you do the Lion game?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Lions. Lions are winning 100%. And with the Lions, you brought up a good point. The Lions need to get Max Crosby. He is the only hope for this Detroit team. So I'm saying, Max Crosby, please go to the Lions. They need you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think, I know they got by last week, but I think at some point during the season, they're going to feel the loss of Aiden Hutchinson. They're going to want to figure it out. Despite he's returned to Super Bowl, but you guys need help now. You already know that. Falcons and Buccaneers. So with this one, this is an interesting game. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way. Falcons winning last game. Kirk Cousins did not play a great game. I wouldn't be surprised. I think I'm betting on the fact that we actually see Michael Penix this game. I know the Buccaneers are going to be without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin for this game, but assuming that we do see Penix, I'm actually predicting that. It's not 100%, but assuming we do, still, let me see it first. I want to see more Penix before I gain trust in him. That's just how it is with me. I've seen Baker play, and I think the Buccaneers in this one get the win 35-20.
I'm going with the Falcons. Penix needs to be the new quarterback for the Falcons, and I feel like the Falcons get it done with Penix.
All right, and next up we got the New Orleans Saints playing the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. I think they'll bounce back. The Saints, in my opinion, if Derek Carr comes back, again, it's going to take him time. We want to temper expectations, typically first game back. And if he doesn't come back, if it's Spencer Rattler, he's kind of been a little all over the place, and I know the Chargers kind of had a tough loss on Monday night playing Arizona. But I still think the Chargers will find a way to figure it out and bounce back and get the win at home, 22-15.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think they get a big victory here.
All right, and next up we got the Bills and the Seahawks in this one, and I'm going to be taking the Bills. I understand the Seahawks looked pretty phenomenal last game against the Atlanta Falcons, but that two different quarterbacks. I'm not underestimating. I'm not trying to throw shade at the Seattle Seahawks. I know they have offensive skill position firepower, and they got two great corners in Reek Woolen and Devin Witherspoon, but Kirk Cousins is not Josh Allen. They're facing a different beast this week, and I think the Bills win, let's say 32-25.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks. The Seahawks get a sneaky win over Buffalo.
All right. So it looks like Jaden Daniels isn't going to be playing. I think, it seems like in doubt. I would be kind of surprised if he did, but if he did end up playing, the Commanders will probably win that game, but I'm banking on the fact that he doesn't play in this game. I think it's going to take him at least a week to recover from that rib injury, and I think, on the other hand, that'll put the Commanders behind the 8 ball, and I think the Bears will get the victory in this one with Caleb Williams, and I think they do so 26-14.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bears. The Bears need this one.
All right, and next up we got the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Chiefs, the last unbeaten team. You can argue it's the refs. You could argue it's the fact that they're just getting away with whatever, and just Mahomes, despite not looking amazing, is still there's bottom line is they're still undefeated, okay? And you can't take anything away from that. You just can't really touch them regardless. It's actually very scary, and I don't see a world where the Raiders actually win this game. I think they're just kind of they're going to be in rebuild mode, and I just don't think they're set up for success currently. And I think the Chiefs get it rolling 30-17.
I picked the Raiders for a reason. I think the Raiders find a sneaky way to get Kansas City. They probably will find a way to beat them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Raiders now because they might find a way. I found a way.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Drake and Josh. They might find a way. So I'm going to go Raiders here.
Man, it doesn't feel like the most inspiring team right now with the Raiders, in my opinion. But, hey, we'll see what happens. So with the Panthers and the Broncos being the next game, I think the Broncos will win this one. I picked against them last week, and they proved me wrong. This time I'm picking for them, so hopefully they prove me right. Hopefully They're at home versus the Panthers. This should be a winnable game if they can keep the momentum going, and I think they do so. And Panthers are just a mess right now, and I think the Broncos get the win 35-14.
I'm going to go Broncos. They get a big victory here.
All right, and next up we got the Cowboys playing the 49ers. And so Christian McCaffrey is nearing a return, it sounds like. The Cowboys, they're one of those teams, again, like when you gain confidence in them, they absolutely make you look silly, but also like they're also one of those teams where maybe you don't want to forget about too much, and I think people are going to start forgetting about them in this case after last week. And so a result, I think they'll go back to square one and actually get this victory. I'm not super confident about it. I don't feel great about this, but hey, I mean, it's not like I got any money on this game. Give me the Cowboys 26-14.
I'm going Cowboys too.
All right, so with the New York Giants playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is the last game. This is the Monday night game, and I think I'm just going to ride with the hot hand in this one. I think Wilson is unlocking Pickens right now for Freiermuth. I mean, I think the lesson learned here is, I think as long as you have a guy by the name of Mike Tomlin as your head coach, you're going to be in almost every game, and you're going to never have a losing record, always have a winning record pretty much. And I think that's what the Steelers are finding. It doesn't matter if it's Russell Wilson. It doesn't matter if it's Justin Fields. I know Fields has looked pretty good, but Wilson has also proven me wrong a little bit. Give me the Steelers in this one, 30-20.
I'm going to go Steelers. I think the Steelers find a way to win.
All right, and that'll wrap it up for NFL Week 8 game picks. Let us know who you guys are taking in some of these games. In person, of course. No comment section. Comment section is prohibited. You already know how we roll around here. Until next time.
See ya.
Peace out.